Let's be honest, men may not say it out loud, but they crave older women who know how to play the game differently. Not with games or tricks, but with intention, clarity, and confidence. And when a woman over 40 follows these 7 specific rules, she doesn't chase men. She attracts them deeply, quietly, and powerfully. So, if you're tired of guessing what men want, or you're wondering why he ghosts you after showing interest, this video will clear the fog, because these 7 rules aren't guesses. They're backed by social behavior research, psychology studies, and real-life case reports. Let's dive in. You've probably seen it before. A woman in her 40s or 50s, smart, emotionally intelligent, experienced, getting strung along by a man who seemed so into her for a while. Then suddenly he's distant, he's unsure, and you're stuck wondering, was I too much? Did I do something wrong? Do men only want younger women? Here's the truth. No, men don't just want younger women. In fact, according to a 2022 Match.com singles study, 43% of men over 30 said they feel more emotionally connected and secure when dating women older than them. Why? Because older women who follow these 7 rules are in a league of their own. But here's where it goes wrong. Many older women, due to past relationship trauma, societal pressure, or outdated dating advice, start falling into patterns that push men away without realizing it. They over-accommodate. They put his needs first too soon. They ignore red flags because they're afraid of being alone again, and that's when men pull away. Not because you're too old, but because they feel like they can get away with anything and still keep your attention. Men crave older women who challenge them, who don't flinch when they set boundaries, who carry themselves with standards, not desperation. And if you're not setting the tone from the start, you'll always be reacting to his behavior instead of leading the dynamic. Let's fix that. She doesn't confuse interest with investment. A man can show interest and still not be serious. According to Dr. Terry Orbuch, a relationship expert with over 30 years of research behind her, women who differentiate between emotional attention and actual effort are far more successful in long-term connections. An older woman who follows this rule doesn't melt the moment a man compliments her. She watches how he shows up. Does he follow through? Does he respect her time? Does he try to understand her, not just impress her? Men respect women who don't trade standards for validation, and they secretly crave the challenge. She sets boundaries early and keeps them, not after the 3rd date, not when things already feel messy. She communicates her boundaries up front, calmly, without attitude, and when a man tests them, she doesn't argue, she enforces. In a 2019 Psychology Today article, men interviewed in post-breakup therapy sessions admitted they lost respect for partners who tolerated too much. Older women who stick to their lines, even when it's inconvenient, spark a deeper emotional reaction in men. Why? Because it signals emotional maturity and self-respect. That's rare, and rare is attractive. She stays busy with or without him. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that people who maintained independent hobbies and social lives were more attractive to long-term partners. Older women who follow this rule never build their schedule around a man. She might say, "I'm free Wednesday or Friday. Pick one," instead of, "I'll make it work whenever you're free." This signals value. It makes a man feel like he's stepping into her world, not the other way around. Men crave women who don't need them to fill time, but choose them intentionally. She uses her voice clearly and calmly. Men notice women who communicate with calm directness, not over-explaining, not guilt-tripping, just clarity. In a 2021 study from the University of Georgia, couples with better communication habits had 62% higher satisfaction scores. But guess what the key factor was? Not just communication. It was how early those habits were established. Older women who say things like, "I'd prefer you call, not just text. I enjoy spending time with you, but I'm looking for consistency," without anger or defensiveness, come across as leaders in the relationship. And men, yes, even the ones who act laid back, respect women who lead with their voice. She doesn't mother him, she mirrors him. This one's important. Many older women fall into a nurturing pattern, helping too much, fixing his problems, managing his life. But men don't crave a mother. They crave a mirror, one who reflects his actions back to him. If he goes days without texting, she does the same. If he's inconsistent, she pulls back, not to punish, but to protect her energy. This creates what psychologists call reflective tension, a subtle emotional mirror that activates his self-awareness. In a case study published by Relationship Science Quarterly, men in relationships where emotional mirroring occurred were 39% more likely to adjust their behavior long-term. She flirts, but with depth. Flirting isn't just playful, it's purposeful. And older women who blend flirtation with depth are unforgettable. It's not about being overly sexy, it's about presence. When she looks him in the eye, touches his arm briefly, or throws in a thoughtful tease, but then asks a layered question like, "What's something you've never told anyone but wish someone knew?" That's when the magic happens. According to dating coach Matthew Hussey, emotional depth paired with feminine confidence triggers a unique response in men, a mix of intrigue and vulnerability. They lean in, they open up, they chase connection. She walks away when needed without noise. This rule is where most women struggle. An older woman who has mastered self-worth doesn't beg, explain, or argue when a man shows he's not serious. She simply disengages. In a case documented by eHarmony's Behavior Insights Lab, men whose partners ended things quietly without drama experienced more delayed regret than those in emotionally charged breakups. Why? Because silence signals certainty. And nothing hits a man harder than a woman who respects herself enough to walk without warning. This isn't cold, it's clarity. And men don't just crave it, they remember it. Now that you've heard these 7 rules, ask yourself, how many are you following right now? If even 1 or 2 are missing, don't panic. These aren't about being perfect. They're about practicing power, your inner power. Because men don't crave perfection. They crave presence. They crave the emotional steadiness, standards, and self-awareness that only a confident older woman brings to the table. And if you start applying these rules in your next interaction, watch how fast his behavior shifts. He won't just notice you, he'll respect you, and most importantly, he'll step up to keep you. So, if this resonated with you, share this with a friend who needs it, or better yet, rewatch and live these rules. Because the moment you do, you stop chasing love and start attracting it.